A good morning beard routine doesn't start from scratch. It builds on what you did the night before. In this video, I'm breaking down my exact morning routine, how I layer the products, and how I style my beard so it stays healthy and manageable all day. Welcome back to Born Bearded. I'm Dave. The morning routine isn't about undoing what you did on your nightly routine. It's about continuing the care that you already put in by adding protection and guiding your beard so it works with you throughout the day. All right, everybody. So now we're going to go through my step-by-step process, what I do for my morning routine. So first off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take my beard straightener and I'm going to go ahead and turn this on and allow this to warm up while I'm getting the rest of myself ready to add heat. It takes a few minutes for the beard straightener to warm up, but it also takes a few minutes for that oil to really absorb really well. So let's go ahead and take our beard out of the beard tie. And if you follow the nightly routine, this is where you're going to feel the immediate difference in your beard. It's so soft, smooth, and feels amazing. I'll do a warm rinse on the beard just to get that moisture added back into the beard. Remember, before you do anything with your beard, you really need to get it damp. You want to put the oil in on a damp beard. So I'm going to go ahead and do a warm rinse on my beard. I'll be right back. Okay, so when you're going to dry it off a little bit, just pat it dry. You don't want it dripping when you start working on it, but you do want it damp. You want to feel that it's wet. You want to feel that that moisture is in there. Now, why a warm rinse? It helps soften the beard a little bit, it relaxes the hair, and it makes the styling a little bit easier. So you really don't need the soap or the cleansers in the morning. All that beard oil and that butter that you put in the night before should be absorbed in, and that warm rinse just kind of helps make sure that your beard is ready to go. Now that your beard is rinsed and it's damp and you've already patted it dry, now the water is still in there, it's still damp, but it's not dripping. This is where you want to go ahead and start adding your beard oil. And just like last night, I'm going to take some of that beard oil. I'm going to add it directly to the skin under the beard here, that first dropper. And then I'm going to probably do another dropper and a half of oil. And remember, it's not about getting this into the beard. It's about getting it onto the skin. So you really want to get it under there, massage that oil into the skin, just like you did at your night routine. Get the under beard and make sure to go ahead and distribute the rest of that beard oil throughout the remainder of your beard. Now, you're going to want this to set for 3 to 5 minutes before you start doing anything with heat, and that oil is going to help protect your beard from the heat. So never do heat until you put oil into your beard first. We're going to go ahead and take our trusty Chicago comb. We're going to go ahead and run it through the beard. We're going to help make sure that this oil is evenly distributed throughout the beard. Don't forget about the underbeard. Now, if you guys hit a snag, again, don't, like that one, don't just force it through. Gently go through and see if there's any snags in there. And don't be too concerned about losing some beard hairs. You can lose anywhere between 3 to 30 a day, and it's not going to make that much of a deal. You just don't want to break the beard. So at this point, we're going to wait a couple more minutes and let that oil really absorb into the skin and into the beard before we start using the blow dryer. Now we're going to go ahead and go with the blow dryer, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you what I'm going to wind up doing. That way, when the blow dryer is going, I'm not trying to talk over it, and I could probably mute the blow dryer a little bit to not blow out anybody's ears. So first off, you're going to set the blow dryer for a medium heat at a medium airflow, and you're going to give it consistent movement. I like to use a round brush, kind of helps add that tension. Something like this, it kind of adds that tension, and you're going to follow it with the blow dryer. And that's going to help start locking in that shape to your beard. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab the blow dryer. I'm going to add a little bit of the heat with the blow dryer and start brushing it out to show you guys a demonstration. So now we have a blow dryer, medium heat, medium speed. Use the roll brush to add some tension and follow that tension with your blow dryer as follows. And remember, everybody, we're not trying to completely dry the beard at the moment. We're just trying to get some initial shape to it, add some volume, and get it ready to see where those troubled issues are that you can use the straightener. All right, guys, now we're off to the heated brush. This one is heated up to about 320 degrees. I typically don't have to go higher than that. Remember, we're not looking to completely make it straight. You want some curl and some texture in there, but it lets you see and take care of some of those troubled areas. Just kind of go through and run the brush through. Slow, steady. You don't really want to stay in one place very long, but remember, this is to just kind of help with those troubled areas. One of mine is these dips right up in the front here that I try to take care of. Again, you don't want to over straighten. Now, this beard brush will make your beard straight as a board if that's what you want, but you do want some texture there. You don't want it to look unintentional. And remember, now is a good time if you do anything with your mustache to go ahead and work on that too. Add some heat to the mustache to get it over where you want it. And also keep in mind, heat helps train that mustache as well. Heat will help train these beard hairs in the mustache to lay where they're supposed to. And I think we're just about done. So before I'm done, what I like to do is to help add a little bit of volume. I will also go under the beard a little bit. Now I'm not putting my hand down on top. I'm not looking for a ton of straightening. Just past the chin line there and pull out. And there we go. So that is the process that I use for the straightener. Then I take my Chicago comb and I just kind of brush through, make sure everything is good, make sure everything is flowing. And at this point, since I'm done with the heat, I want to go ahead and use the blow dryer on a cold shot just to kind of cool everything down and help set that mold. So we're going to go ahead and do that now real quick. On cold, we're going to go ahead and just kind of come down a little bit, go under, just let everything cool down a little bit. And that's pretty much all it takes. It doesn't take a whole lot, but it really helps set that mold. If you guys haven't tried a cool shot after using heat, definitely give it a shot. Now, with me, a lot of you guys know that I use a little bit of beard butter during the day. It kind of helps me control those flyaways. It also helps keep the beard comfortable and soft throughout the day. And I've kind of like that little added protection throughout the winter as well. So we're going to go ahead and grab our beard butter. And I would say I don't use much, maybe a thumbnail. I'll show you that here in just a second. Use about a thumbnail's worth of beard butter. Put that in the hand. Make sure that it's completely emulsified like so. And just kind of add it to the beard. Make sure to get the tips down at the bottom here because these are the longest runners in the game. They definitely need some love. Now, I know there's a lot of you guys that don't use butter during the day, and that's completely okay. But for this gray beard, it helps out a lot. Okay, now that the beard butter is in, we're going to use our comb. We're going to go ahead and just brush it through to make sure that it's spread through evenly, as well as under the beard. Kind of add a little bit of volume, a little bit of fluff, and there we go. Coming up now is the final step to my beard care routine. It's something that I haven't done for quite a while, but I recently picked this back up over the last 6 months and had some knowledge of how to use it properly, and that's going to be beard balm. Stick around because there's a little bonus one at the end. Now, I will say with beard balms, a little bit goes a long way with beard balm. Now, you have different types. You have the lighter beard balms, you have like medium beard balms, and then you have some stiffer beard balms. If you want suggestions of what I've been able to find, definitely leave it down in the comments and I'll let you know what I found as far as the light, medium, and firm holds. Now, as far as beard balm, my preference is going to be a medium hold or a light hold. I like my beard being able to move around. I'm not really looking for a sculpted look. I'm looking for more of a natural look. And sometimes those heavier beard balms definitely give you that sculpted look. I'm looking for something a little more natural. I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of the beard balm. And, it's not much at all. I got a little bit too much, actually. Just about that much. It's not very much at all. I'm going to put it in the hands. I'm going to emulsify it down. A good beard balm should emulsify very well. You're going to use this on the outside of the beard. Not really going to dig it in. You're not going to go ahead and really get it into all the beard hairs. Remember, this is to kind of help control those flyaways and to give you a little bit of added protection during those dry winter days. So I'm going to go ahead and finish putting this through, and then I have a little extra something for you guys. Take the comb and go ahead and shape the beard the way you want it. All right, guys, for an added little step, I go ahead and use a little bit of mustache wax as well. Not very much. I just want to guide those hairs off my lips and kind of get a little bit of shape to my mustache. And this helps do it very well. Use the pick to get out we're talking very, very little. Now, some of these mustache waxes are very stiff. Some you have to use heat with. This particular one you don't. I'll kind of go under the mustache to kind of get it off the lips a little bit. I'll add a little bit of the wax to the tips of the mustache. And then just wiping off the residue a little bit. I'm going to take my mustache comb. I'm just going to go ahead and run it through because I actually like that natural look. I'm not really looking for a stiff or mustache that goes out to here. But hey, you know what? Some people actually do that and they're able to pull it off very well. So I don't knock it. It's just not for me. And I don't use very much. But here we are, guys. I'm going to go ahead and finish brushing out my beard, making sure I have everything on point where I want it to be. All right, guys, this is my morning routine. Let's go ahead and do a quick little recap. If your beard is in a beard tie that you put in for your nightly routine, go ahead and take it out. Do a warm rinse. Make sure to pat it dry. You don't really want to vigorously dry your beard. You don't want those beard hairs coming out prematurely. Then at that point, you're going to add your oil. Wait 3 to 5 minutes. Use your blow dryer. Use your beard straightener. Make sure to do a cold shot afterwards. That really helps set that beard in. Then you can add a little bit of your butter if you choose to use butter during the day. And if you don't, that's fine as well. If you choose to use balm, make sure to put that balm in, let it set. Set it on the outside. You really don't want to just get it all in there. Remember, it's there to help keep the structure of your beard and to keep those flyaways down. And if you'd like to use a little bit of mustache wax to keep control of the mustache every once in a while, feel free to do so. And here we are at the end of the video, everybody. Thank you so much for watching my morning routine. And if you haven't seen it, I do have a nightly routine. I'll set it up here or here. I'm never sure what side that pops up on. But, if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. I love to hear what you guys have questions on. And let me know what your beard routine is. And with all that, I'm going to remind you guys, remember, it's not just a beard, it's a voice. Let's break the stigma of talking about mental health. I'm Dave, and I was born bearded. Love you guys.